Good afternoon. I'm Will Mose, and this is a UI7 news update. Legislative Democrats are gearing up for another fight against President Donald Trump. Representative Richard Neal, Democratic legislator in the House Ways and Means Committee, has formally requested Donald Trump's tax returns from the IRS.
House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Richard Neal making the first move in what is expected to turn into a major political and legal showdown, formally requesting 6 years of President Trump's personal tax returns and records from 8 of his business entities.
Is that all?
That's all.
Oh, usually it's 10, so I guess they're giving up.
The president suggesting he won't comply.
We're under audit, despite what people said. Until such time as I'm not under audit, I would not be inclined to do that.
Despite Mr. Trump's long-standing explanation, an audit does not prevent an individual from releasing their tax returns. Richard Nixon did just that in 1973. The Washington Post reports that Mr. Trump has told advisors he plans to fight all the way to the Supreme Court, hoping to stall the issue until after the 2020 election, and that Treasury officials will not comply until they are compelled to do so. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, who oversees the IRS, declining to answer when asked about the issue last month.
I'm not aware of there's ever been a request for an elected official's tax return, but we will follow the law and we will protect the president as we would protect any individual taxpayer under their rights.
Under a provision in the federal tax code, Chairman Neal is allowed to request anyone's tax returns as long as they can show it's part of Congress's oversight role or an investigation.
This leaves no wiggle room. It is squarely within the chairman's authority.
Neal alluding to this requirement in his 2-page letter to the IRS, writing, quote, "The committee is considering legislative proposals and conducting oversight related to our federal tax laws." The top Republican on the committee, Kevin Brady, criticizing the request in a letter to Mnuchin, warning that, quote, "Weaponizing our tax code sets a dangerous precedent and weakens Americans' privacy rights." Democrats insisting Neal's request is justified.
The popular ride for students now has a new upgrade. Earlier this week, 150 electric Veo rides were released across the U of I campus. The new Veo rides are known as e-bikes. Each e-bike has rechargeable batteries that last for 60 hours and has a speed limit of 18 miles per hour. The e-bikes can be located on the Veo Ride app with a lightning bolt icon. The bikes will also still work the same as previous Veo rides, just by using the app and scanning the QR code on the bike. A night of food and culture brought the Champaign community together under one roof to enjoy Indonesian traditional dishes. Pasar Malam is an Indonesian street food market that is open to the public year-round. The night market originated in Southeast Asia in the 1950s, before the conveniences of Singapore heartland malls were invented. People of the community were able to try home-cooked Indonesian dishes that varied from nasi campur Bali to soto and tempeh, along with locally made goods sold by merchants at the market for the public to enjoy a night filled with music and entertainment. Taking a look at this weekend's weather, we're looking at the engineering campuses. It's getting cloudy, it's getting ready to rain. It should be raining in about an hour. 70% chance of rain, and it might be heavy. I've got a rain jacket ready. It's going to get down to a low of 49 and still be raining tonight, so that should be pretty miserable. Stay inside. But it's looking nicer as we go into the weekend. Friday, 64 and cloudy. Saturday, sunny. Get ready to take your mom out and enjoy a nice weekend. Speaking of which, I hope your mom likes college basketball as much as you do, because there are 2 can't-miss games this weekend. It's the Final Four, with 5-seed underdog Auburn facing up against 1-seed Virginia at 5:09 on Saturday. Then 3-seed Texas Tech is up against 2-seed Michigan State at 7:49 on Saturday. The winner of each game will see each other in the national championship. That's all I've got for you now. Follow us at UI7 News on Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page to stay up to date on the latest stories. Next, tune in to UI7 News at 5 for more stories. If you just can't wait until then, we'll be giving you a live peek of our show at 4:30. If you're a student, have a good mom's weekend. If you're my mom, tuning in right now. See you tomorrow.